going to look at another way of gathering top-level domain
Well, so
websites.
if I understand your question, we currently just have this is the .nz domain. So everything that's in the .nz domain is the seed list, and then we have a curated list, which the curators look after, is a couple of hundred .coms and .orgs and what have you that are New Zealand specific that we think are in scope. We also collected the .kiwi for the first time last year as well, as one of the new non-geographic top-level domains. Are you suggesting there's a different way of finding significant
Like
seats?
one example might be if you looked at the register of all domains and seeing whether the email address or something associated with that is tied to New Zealand, and then use that to crawl top-level domains that are .coms and .nets and so forth that are New Zealand content, because there's a huge amount of that, of course, as well.
That's a very good point. I was talking with some of the colleagues about the who is and who was, and again wondering whether there's a relationship there that we might use to be able to infer something a bit more meaningful around where we grab things. So it does feel like there's something in that's worth thinking about. Thank you. Yep, there's a question over there.
Do you work with the search engine operators for your metadata? You know how you were saying you didn't know.
But I'd love to. So if anybody has any suggestions of whom and how, we would love to. Right. We kind of have a bit of a relationship with Google and with Microsoft at a kind of higher corporate level, because we're part of government and these companies play nicely. But when it comes down to the specifics of informing this kind of work, we don't really have those connections and contacts. So if anybody has any suggestions or bright ideas, we're all ears. Thank you. Anyone else? Awesome. Well, thank you very much for your time. I'm going to go and sit down.